This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of the Sinking City. In the last episode, we finished. Actually, I think we finished the Frogwares stuff in the previous episode, or at least most of it, anyway. And then, well, his little side thing, and now we're dealing with the main quest here. We found out this man was poisoning the EOD because of stuff that happened with him and his wife, but then he feels that there's other stuff going on, that they're corrupted and manipulated, which can't the same thing be said of all religions? But anyway, we can't leave until we decide to either kill him or poison people. Huh. That's kind of a tough decision. I mean, one life for the life of many, but anyway, before we talk to him, let's look over Mind Palace and see. Anna pregnancy was ordained. The poisoning was a sabotage. EOD rank swelling. And let's see what we got here. Guards afraid of Anna. I don't know. Well, there we go. A zealous servant of EOD. Anna Cavendish is a zealous servant of EOD, and she will follow any instruction without hesitation. So we've got, that leads to this option. Anna Cavendish is covering up the EOD's shady ambition to take over the city, or honest benefactor. Anna Cavendish does honest charity work for the people of Oakmont on behalf of EOD. You know, not saying that you shouldn't give fish to everyone, and they always have a ton of fish. It just seems like unnaturally, they have an unnatural amount of fish for what it is, and I don't know, it seems interesting. But before we choose the option there, let's do we have any option for this? Yeah. George sabotaged the EOD. George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine EOD's charitable operations. What's his option here? A desperate savior. George Cavendish became desperate after EOD robbed him of his wife. He's determined to save others from the same fate. George Cavendish is a dangerous psychopath who won't hesitate to kill innocents to achieve his goal. Both seem pretty prominent. Like, does it really matter if you choose, yeah, you have to kind of choose, you can't choose, like, they're both lying or whatever. You have to, like, go, yeah, if you choose desperate savior and a filthy liar, then you get the help George to undermine the EOD, to loosen the EOD's grip on the city, which they are, you know, infatuated with the deep ones. But that doesn't automatically mean evil in certain respects, but, actually, no, in Call of Cthulhu, it pretty much means evil, cultish type of characters. So that's an option. Or if we swap dangerous psychopath and honest benefactor, we get the help Anna in the city. I should help Anna Cavendish deal with the poisoner and help save the city from starvation. Oh yeah, would starve, wouldn't they? Do we believe in the what's the lesser of two evils? You know. I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna help George with that. So we're gonna set that as our mindset. So now that we've got all the clues in our idea, this is kind of like Crime and Punishment, the Sherlock Holmes game. Similar concept. I wonder if that's where they got the idea from. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people like to cherry pick ideas from other games. And it's not outright, you know, stealing as long as you do something slightly different with it. Although it is almost exactly similar. So take with it what you will.
So, have you made up your mind?
Oh, and by the way, you can't leave. So, like, you just, like, he won't let you, the door is locked, basically, so you have to, so you can either deserve to die, I'll help, or you can lie to him. But does that mean, I mean, what does that really tell? I mean, you could either choose, I assume you can choose still not to do it anyway, but I'll help.
Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
I feel like we're being thrown into situations, even though we don't want to. Like, the main character isn't here. He's here to, like, find out about the missing people, as well as, like, mainly the visions, though. And, you know, obviously been hired to find the missing people, but that's it. Like, you know, everyone's like, I gotta save you. Go save the city. I'm like, no, I don't have to. I don't want to. Or at least that seems like the character's concept or whatever, so. Okay. I wonder if lying you just say you lie, all that'll do is you leave, and then you just tell Anna what's going on, so. I know for a fact the poisoner George Cavendish. I can now report this to Anna at the fish market. So yeah, you still have a chance if you want to. So you can either kill Cavendish there if you just want to get to the ending, I assume, or you could go tell Anna what's going on, or you could go ahead and do the poisoning thing. The fish storage on Western. Let's see, where's that? Let's see. Western Shills on Hawking, Warren Road and Liberty Road. Warren Road, Liberty Road, and it's Hawking. Okay, so it's somewhere around here, roughly. I mean, it could be there, but I doubt it. But alright, but yeah, if you want to, I already saved it before talking to him, so if I want to change my mind or whatever, or come back later, I can. But let's go ahead and stick with our guns in this case, and go ahead and help them poison people, because yeah, that's the way to go. You know, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of cults, but then when a crazy person tells you to poison people, you know, it's kind of hard to take him seriously too. So I assume the game's trying to do that whole not everything's black and white and there's not clearly the best solution. I mean, maybe I don't even think there's, like, most Call of Cthulhu games don't really have a best ending. They have an ending that's like slightly worse than the others, I guess, but most of them are usually not happy endings for the most part. Call of Cthulhu is not supposed to be like a happy. Well, unless you play like maybe Pulp Cthulhu or something like that, then maybe that can somewhat have a happier time. But most of the stories in Call of Cthulhu are usually pretty morbid or depressing, or, you know, I mean, the whole idea of Call of Cthulhu is that there's something so much bigger than us and there's nothing we can do about it. You know, that people go insane with the idea of like these great, powerful beings that don't even see us as ants. You know, and their power plays or whatever they do just happen to mess with us, but we're just yeah, like they see us ants, so they just see by. They go, if they notice the ant, then maybe they'll step on it if it's bugging them. But for the most part, they just leave them alone. And if they just get caught in the crossfire, go. Forgot the theme song to that board game or the commercial one. Crossfire. All right. Let's see, where's the... Oh, yeah. Oh, right. It's here. Derp. I forgot about that. I should have just left it marked. Hey, dude. Hello.
Hello again, Daryl. I serve the sea.
Sea be praised, Mr. Reed. Good to see you again.
I wonder what happens if you, like, choose to do this and rat him out. I wonder if he's still there and it's got new, better guards. What's up?
Yeah, how's it going?
Still guarding this old piece of rock, as you can see.
Well, I need to get inside.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure. No problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Bah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
But yeah, I wonder if he's still there if you rat him out. You probably have to do something a bit different if you're if you rat him out, or maybe he's more aggressive to you, or maybe you even have to kill him or something like that. So I didn't really plan it to be like that. So where do we actually poison the fish? Oh, right, I forgot you can still grab stuff if it... There's the dungeon. Maybe it's upstairs or something like that. Man, why is it all of a sudden like super dark in here? I don't know why. Oh, it's just right here, okay. I knew it was supposed to be somewhere around here. Oh, we just had to put it on those blue splotches. I guess that's it? Oh no, there's somewhere here. Don't I feel like a big man just poisoning people because some crazy dude told me to? Compliments to the chef. I think there is a trophy you get for helping Ann or telling Ann instead. Like you lied to the dude and then tell him to. Oh, and he left. So at least the game was quick on auto loading at certain scenes anyway. But all right, let's just go back to. I wouldn't even read my, let's see. I doused the fish at George Cavendish's request. Now I must speak with him about upholding his end of the bargain. I am to meet him at the corner of Hockey Lane and Liberty Road near the fish storage. Okay. Wait, I need to meet George at the corner of Hockey Lane. Oh, okay, it's just up ahead, so we just have to go up ahead and run into him. At least that's what it says anyway.
Burn your eyes clean.
Where is he? Did it say the corner of Hockey Lane or whatever? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, I thought you were supposed to be here. I poisoned the fish, you scumbag.
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Oakmont. You've done a great thing, Mr. Reed.
The only reason I'm not choosing Anna is because she kept calling me Charlie, even though I said my name is Charles. That's what you get, lady. What are you gonna do now?
So, what's next on your to-do list? Hangings? Drowning kittens?
What we've already accomplished should be more than enough. After I see the EOD in ruin, I'll turn myself into the police. I'm aware of being guilty of several crimes. The least being theft and the most severe being mass murder. I won't hide from my fate.
Well, that's something, at least.
I don't want anyone else to suffer my fate. And I certainly don't want anyone else blamed for my crimes.
Well, at least if he's telling the truth, he'll turn himself in. I guess that makes it better, but I don't know. You know. But like that one guy said, he'll probably get the chair, so I don't know if that makes it right, but whatever.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords? Again?
Oh, yes. We decided to use this EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Right, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Anyway, the password is, the sea is a cruel mistress. Good luck.
Of course. Anyway, oh yeah, about Harriet Doe. Weren't we trying to look for her?
You know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
I guess they are. Now they're gonna die.
Bye.
As well as a bunch of innocent people. Anyway. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. I'm gonna teleport back to the office, the hotel, go change my outfit to something new, and then we're gonna go on to the next step. I'm gonna go and mark it while we're here. Yeah, shouldn't that already be, removed or whatever? Anyway. Can now approach Fred, a high-ranking member of... Fred. I don't know why that just sounds funny. A high-ranking member of EOD has also been working with Cavendish. I to meet him in the basement of the fish market. Oh, so I just have to go to the fish market, which is right there. So, and there's a fast travel right next to it, so that's fine. All right, here we go. I think it's apropos that I changed my outfit to the fisherman's outfit. Why not? Just look at myself like an old-fashioned sea captain or whatever, or something from what was that one show on? Was it Discovery or History where they had a show about crab fishermen or something like that? Is that still on? Probably not. A lot of those shows, History Channel turned into a reality channel after like the mid tens or whatever, roughly. God, that was so sad when that channel changed from like actual history documentaries and all that. I used to leave that. I used to wake up to that like all the time. I'd leave my TV set to the History Channel and wake up to like Civil War documentaries and stuff like that. And then after a while, turn into reality shows and like TLC, the Learning Channel. They don't call themselves the Learning Channel anymore because they don't have any learning. It's all like Honey Boo Boo and crap like that. Ugh, makes me ill. I don't mind there be reality show channels or whatever, but
The door won't budge.
Anyway. Enough with being a little wussy about all this, but all right. There's nothing else new. Okay, let's swap out. Let's see, Vacationer. Unlocked by story. I don't have that. I'm not going to download any DLC for that. I haven't run across the Rest in Peace case. I haven't been given that yet. Extra hours case. I haven't gotten that either. I guess that's something the police give you or something like that. Assigned reading. So technically there's, according to this, there's 1, 2, 3 side quests I haven't unlocked yet. And then that's if you get DLC, which I'm not going to buy. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, let's swap out to the fisherman. Yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum. Oh, wait, that's pirates. I mean, the sea is a cruel mistress. Yar. Keep using my pirate conversation there. Or my pirate speak. Gotta get my old Ahab, mentality working here, I see the white whale and I stab at thee, or however it goes. I'll admit it's been forever since I've read Moby Dick. That's an interesting book because it's not bad, but it's definitely a sign of its times, and it definitely reads weird and it's written odd because it's written from a different time period. So it's hard to say it's bad because obviously mentalities for each generation is completely different from the next. So I can't really say, oh, this book's a classic, but actually it's very terrible, because maybe in certain context it isn't. But then again, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein's a very odd book too. If you straight up read it, like it doesn't read like a straight book because it's written like letters basically instead from one person to the next. So you're telling the story through letters, which is an interesting idea, but good lord, the transition from like dark to light sometimes just like, I wouldn't say jarring, but sometimes it'll just go pitch black all of a sudden. So, alright, I wonder where this Fred is. I'm trying to remember if we could actually go down here earlier. Oh, that must be him. Maybe? I don't know. Is there actually anything down here like we can actually steal? Or... Now leave me alone. I've got more stuff to steal. Fred?
Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
Yeah. Better than some of the other names around here, I guess. Waiting for someone?
This is a shady kind of place to lurk. You waiting for someone?
That's my business, not yours. You got a point to make it.
I guess that's true. The sea is a cruel mistress, not giving me all the fish.
It's funny, The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
But I already helped someone to get here. What the hell, man? The Order?
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Yeah, I think I've heard of Dagon in the Call of Cthulhu books as well as the RPG. Do I have a choice in this matter?
Well, it's not like I have options. I gotta find the scientist. Now, what's the price?
Believe me, I'll be glad to help you find her. But I need a little help first.
Yeah, I figured.
You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it. You've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Well, I guess it's time to hit the Chronicle again, but... I mean, I'm glad you want to leave the city, but... just throwing it all on me. Favor for a favor. We're never going to save Harry. He's going to be dead by the time we get there. You'll owe me, dude.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Alright. Oh, I guess we have to report to Mr. Throgmorton before we go to the next step, I guess. And of course, we got your everything else down here. Sacrificial slab, blood, and all this. Glad I didn't help Anna, but... like I said, Lester, like, you would be keeping the EOD around, but, you know... but you're not poisoning innocents in that case. I wonder if she has anything new to say if we... after that, or if she disappeared. Oh, she's not even here. Huh. I guess she left. We might run... maybe we'll run into her again. Who knows? Anyway, okay, so... okay, let me look at the case book. Oh, no, the mind place is still there. Anyway. Alright, yep, it's just time to go back to Mr. Throgmorton and tell him tell him the dealio. Silly shally dilly shally, whatever. And get to the next step. Hopefully we'll get to a good... not stopping point, but a good spot where I can finish all those, like, those mini side quests off screen. But yeah, I'm surprised I haven't got any new, maybe this, after going to Throgmorton and going to the next section, helping find the smuggler for that one dude, we'll unlock, like, another side quest. Unless I have to go finding those, like... because I assume the game eventually has you run into people that'll give you those when you go to major locations. That way you can... because I think, yeah, all the side quests, it was while I was in an area and I talked to a dude while doing something else and that they were there. Unless I accidentally missed, like, someone in, like, the police department or something like that for those. But I might go back. Yeah, I might go back off screen and see if that unlocks anything new. It's hard to say. Alright. Here's over here. Yeah. Alright. Talking to you again, Mr. Throgmorton. We helped you with one problem, and then we're getting to the next step with another problem. It's like, what do you call this? Like when you're being moved all around with actually doing the actual objective. Oh, new people are here. They're all touching him, feeling it up. Quit being gross. Let's see. Is that a mask on him or something? Or is that his beard? Maybe that's his beard. No, he's got like a black line in him for some reason. Okay, that looks weird. Okay, whatever. Wait, are they eating stuff? Oh no, it just looked like he was eating stuff off of him. I was like, what the hell, dude? I know who kidnapped Professor Doe.
I know who is behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Well, I mean, be careful with that. I mean, yeah, they made sense, but you know, you're tipping into the racism story there, dude. Don't go down that path. EOD and Innsmouthers are... yeah, EOD and Innsmouthers... I mean, there are Innsmouthers in it, but they're not the same.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Yeah, sure, but I'm telling you something. Yeah, straight up telling people stuff like that usually doesn't get them to change their mind. They usually just become stubborn or angry. So it's just like, maybe we should just change our perspective on things. That's all I'm saying.
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake.
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Yeah, at least if... Or you either don't just straight up tell people they're wrong, even though they are. You either try to tell them it's their idea, or you try to get to them on their level and then explain to them your reasoning on it. And a lot of people will be more receptive than straight up saying, you're wrong and change your ways. And you're like, because, like I said, humans are stubborn and don't like being told what to do half the time. Anyway, about my task.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
We finally get a shotgun. Holy shit. Finally, some new weaponry. New case, fathers and sons. So now we're on to the next step of the game. So, alright, let's look at our inventory now. Yay! Finally, some more firepower. Now we can use some of our knowledge points if we want to have more shotgun shells and stuff like that. Let's see, where's the... Yeah, load 2 shotgun additional shells in the shotgun if I want to start doing that. So that might be... Now that we're starting to get newer weapons, maybe it might be a good idea to start doing stuff with combat now. Yeah, since we got the shotgun thing, might as well start carrying more ammo for that. That'll be a lot more firepower. I wonder how much it costs to create shells for that. Yeah, it's definitely more, because it makes sense. It's more bang for your buck, so... So yeah, doing the main plot gives you more options for that. So I guess, yeah, start doing combat stuff now. So we'll start putting points into combat proficiency now. Okay, anyway, now with that out of the way, let's look at the... Fred knows the... Let's see, we got the demands now. So suggesting smuggling ring. Oh right, I have to go to the local newspaper for that. That's right. So we'll go to the Chronicle and look up the ads for that. We'll get a location, and that might call that an episode. And I think what I'm going to do in between episodes is, yeah, I'm just going to get the rest of the letters of Innsmouth off screen, and I'll just read you the notes. I'll just read you all the letters after that, and then obviously show you maybe going to, because I think we have to go give them to him, right? Or the dude afterwards, maybe. I think he just gave us the letters to tell you about all the crazy stuff that's going around town, but I doubt there's going to be any major like revelation after we let him know about we found all the letters. I assume it's just there to give you reasons to explore other parts of the city and to get something extra for all that. Because I mean, you're not really missing much when I grab the letters, right? It's just me fighting monsters and then finding the letter, and that's it. I mean, I don't think any of the other letters had like any mystery to solve or trying to figure out what happened there. It was just, here you go, you know. Okay, it's over this way. Oh yeah, did I have to go? I guess I had to go weirdly around to get to the Chronicle. That shouldn't take me too long at all. It's getting pretty easy to figure out. Most of the clues are pretty obviously there. I have noticed that the game kind of almost have to need to have a general understanding of how to do research. You know, like some stuff I kind of just figured out from just like wait, it's not
Extra, all the news that
should be like right. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I was about to say, did I bypass it? But it's kind of like old-fashioned point-and-click adventure games. I kind of like those because they expect you to have general knowledge of stuff without playing the game, so you had to have some knowledge.
Stay safe.
Anything more to say? I gave her an interview. She doesn't care anymore. Okay, Fred's demands. So, okay, district is definitely Salvation Harbor. Let's see. We're looking for advertisements, and then Let's see. It's an ad. Salvation Harbor. I guess just do, because it's each week, so it has to be whatever after the flood, so whatever is regular. So that should be enough. Toothless Bob's Wake. The time has come to send Toothless Bob on his final journey, this time to the Seven Oaks Bar on the crossroads of Calamshan Shore and Salvation Road in western Salvation Harbor. That's got to be it, right? Toothless Bob's Wake. Alright. The journey has come to send... Okay, so we need to... western Salvation Harbor. Intersection between Calamshan... Calamshan Street and Salvation Road. Salvation Road, Calamshan... Oh, it's right next to a teleport spot, so there we go. Alright, well now we know where to go to find a smuggler. But what will we find out from the smuggler? And will the notes around Oakmont tell us anything interesting about what's going on in this place? Find out next time in the next episode of The Sinking City. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.